Clash in session!
Class in session today. We have Sergeant Slaughter versus Brock Samson. In order to find out who wins, we'll use 9 criteria: intelligence, strength, speed, combat, durability, invulnerability, engine projection, versatility, and TOT. That one thing that can maybe sway the fight to one of these fighters' favor. Brief summary. When you think of tough, you think of Sergeant Slaughter. The man is muscle, strong, and extremely mean. In the ranks of the Joe team, the Sarge has garnered many tales of exaggeration in his career to the point where he is credited with superhuman feats. His personal mission is to beat all trainees into examples of military perfection. While every Joe member can qualify for the drill instructor, the Sarge fits the role to a T. He can drill trainees into the ground for 72 hours before he breaks a sweat. He likes to march over their backs, spewing out verbal brutalities while they do finger push-ups. If they can survive him, they're good enough for the Joe team. Sergeant Slaughter is super strong, he's like a supreme athlete. He is among the strongest men on earth, borderlining superhuman. He once defeated 6 G.I. Joes at once in unarmed combat. Slaughter once used his thumbnail as a flathead screwdriver. In ancient Greece, the locals mistook him for Hercules, and with good reason. After Brock Samson was expelled from college, training in the OSI and participating in the Pyramid Wars, he later became the trusted bodyguard of Dr. Venture and his sons Dean and Hank. Having sworn loyalty to the family, and is in some respect more of a father to the boys than Rusty Venture himself. Throughout the duration of the show, Brock would undergo tons of development. He went from quitting being the bodyguard to joining another organization to ultimately returning back and becoming a bodyguard again for Team Venture. Brock Samson, he has superhuman physical characteristics, expert in hand-to-hand combat, acrobats, weapon mastery. He also has this berserk mode, resistant to sleep manipulation and poison manipulation, and so much more. If you're still here watching this battle, make sure you turn very soon. In fact, just hit the subscribe button so you don't miss it when it drops.
Clash in session!
Alright, class in session, let's get right into it. Intelligence. Sergeant Slaughter, he is skilled in military strategy, leadership, and combat training. As a drill instructor, he has trained the best soldiers and knows how to adapt in battle. Brock Samson, he is a highly trained secret agent with expertise in espionage, counterintelligence, and assassinations. His ability to improvise, infiltrate, and execute missions with surgical precision makes him deadlier in tactical situations. So who wins this? I'm giving this one to Brock Samson, as his intelligence extends beyond combat training into spy tactics, disguise, and he's able to improvise, give him the edge in non-direct combat scenarios. Strength. Sergeant Slaughter, borderline superhuman strength, defeated 6 elite soldiers at once and a dozen of bats, which are like robot soldiers. He's described as having the constitution of a venom machine. He is one of the strongest non-power humans in a G.I. Joe universe. So how about Brock Samson? Okay, he can casually kill polar bears and crocodiles and bend metal chairs around people's heads. However, his feats doesn't reach the insane levels of Sergeant Slaughter's superhuman strength. So with that, Sergeant Slaughter wins. His strength is legendary, even mistaken for Hercules in ancient Greece. He has shown greater lifting feats and can overpower more enemies at once. Speed. Sergeant Slaughter, he's not particularly known to have superhuman speed, but he has great endurance and reaction time. Brock Samson is subsonic speed, nearly caught up to a jet during takeoff, and is incredibly fast in combat, dodging gunfire and striking before enemies react. So the winner is Brock Samson. His reaction speed and ability to close distance quickly gives him the edge. He can maneuver around Slaughter before he lands a hit. Combat skills. Sergeant Slaughter, he He's a master in hand-to-hand combat and a top-tier military instructor. He's taken down elite soldiers, robots, and entire squads single-handedly. How about Brock Samson? OSI trained assassin, weapon master, and master of hand-to-hand combat. He fights with extreme precision, preferring brutal and lethal tactics. So who wins this? I'm giving this one to Brock Samson. Both fighters are elite, but Brock's assassin background gives him the deadlier precision and adaptability. Slaughter is a powerhouse, but Brock, he fights to kill. Durability. Sergeant Slaughter, he tanks multiple enemies at once and he keeps fighting, describing having the durability of a venom machine. Brock Samson survived the vacuum of space, took high-velocity cannon shots, and powered through knockout darts. So, this round goes to Brock Samson. His survival feats are absurd. While Slaughter is tough, Brock's pain tolerance and endurance are superhuman levels. Invulnerability. Sergeant Slaughter can take immense amount of punishment without slowing down, but he's not invulnerable. Brock Samson shrugged off extreme cold, high caliber bullets, and brutal physical attacks. Brock Samson takes this. His feats prove that he can survive things that should kill a normal human, even one as tough as Sergeant Slaughter. Energy projection, none of these characters has any form of energy attacks, so it's a draw. Versatility, Sergeant Slaughter, he's the master of combat and military tactics, can adapt and fight multiple enemies at once, but focus on brute force and brawling. Brock Samson, he's more versatile due to his spy training, hand-to-hand combat, weapons, an ability to fight in unconventional situations. So Brock Samson takes this one. His ability to use weapons, adapt when it comes to spy work scenarios, and utilize unorthodox combat methods makes him more versatile. TOT, that one thing, the deciding factor, who could take this? Okay, Sergeant Slaughter, his sheer physical dominance and military strategy makes him a tank in combat. Then on the other hand, you have Brock Samson, his ability to kill with surgical precision, endure insane punishment, and fight strategically in any scenario. So who takes this one? Brock Samson. I'm giving this to Brock Samson, okay? While Slaughter is strong, Brock fights smarter, faster, and more lethally. And there we have it. Brock Samson as the winner. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments. Hope to see y'all soon. Class is in session.
Clash in session!